Johnny Salami live in Las Vegas in the back of the sober living home. We're going to talk to a young attorney. His name is Big Bryce Dillon. How you doing tonight, Bryce?
Doing great, John. It's always been one of my oldest, longest wishes is to have been on your show, and I'm finally here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you finally
made it. It's a pleasure.
Made it.
Thank you for having me, John.
We got Mark over there. I've been trying to get him on for 5 years, but I haven't been successful yet.
Well,
but anyway,
it's hard to find talent.
I just want to ask you. I just want to verify this. Are you from Arkansas?
Well, it's Arkansas. It's a native Indian word.
Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Is that right? A native Indian word, huh?
Native Indian word. It's from the Old Testament, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how far back the Native Americans go. So.
Have you ever milked goats or cows in your life?
Well, you have to. I have.
Have you?
Being from Arkansas, yeah. And
tell me about it. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, in my case, it was my cousin.
Do you grab the breast and pull it straight down, or do you pump the breast? How do you get the milk out of the breast?
You have to grab the teat, if you will.
Okay. Is that right? What's the teat? The end of it?
The end of the nipple.
The nipple. The end of the nipple.
I'm not a medical doctor.
There's two parts of a nipple in a cow or a goat.
Well, you've got the areola, which is the round part.
It's like a chick. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's areola.
Well, I've got
aureola.
I like that.
I've got an honorary degree in gynecology.
Yes, he does.
I'm not a medical doctor.
I'm surprised you weren't a gynecologist.
Well, I would have been great. I've got great bedside manner. Yes. I make house calls.
You would have been in jail 25 to 30 years ago at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah. Because a lot of times, people will call a gynecologist.
Oh no, I'm just saying now with all the everything's sexual harassment.
Well, yeah, I would show up when people wouldn't call a gynecologist. Yes. I would just show up and just be a gynecologist.
You would have been the top phone gynecologist in the world.
Well, I have given lots of. As I said, my bedside manner is great, but I got into a lot of trouble, a lot of domestic violence.
Did you really?
Or
you would have.
I would have just show up at a chick's house, grab her breasts, and
start rubbing lotion on it.
Well, that's part of the bedside manner.
Do you enjoy rubbing lotion on women's breasts?
Well, it's part of my technique.
Okay.
I have a whole system.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, again, it's medical terms.
Do you have a girlfriend at the moment?
Yeah, I do. Her name is Sharon. She's a great girl.
Do you have plans for marriage anytime soon?
Well, we're talking about it, John, and I'm glad you asked.
I had heard a rumor where you were going to have bridesmen as opposed to bridesmaids.
Well,
in drag as a tribute to the LGBT community.
Well, as you know, John, I'm a huge supporter of LBG.
I know you are. LBGZQ, whatever.
Yeah.
ZQ it is?
LGBTQ.
Whatever letters they are, I support it. And
I think you guys are clearly huge supporters.
I love them. I love people.
I do. It's like when I think about the LGBTQ community and all their struggles, I get a real hard on.
Have you ever
really help them?
Have you ever went to a gay pride parade and held hands with someone and skipped down the street?
Absolutely, John. I've done that numerous times.
That's a wonderful thing to do.
Well, and it's just showing support. That's all I can do.
Sure
and penis in my pants, penis outside of my pants, whatever it is. Just to show support.
Yes, it is a show. And that's the thing I like about you. How many degrees do you have? College degrees?
Well, that's another funny story. I actually was in college for 11 years.
11 years of college.
11 years.
How many years were you in high school? 7 to 8?
Only 4 years.
What you're telling me is you went to school for 21 years.
I graduated. I officially stopped going to school when I was 29.
21 years. So you started when you were what? 6?
I was.
So I was wrong at 6, 16, 20. You went to school for 23 years.
And you're still a fucking idiot.
And it was a fun ride job. Thanks, Matt. That was encouraging. Yeah. But I've got a bachelor's degree in psychology.
Nice. I like that.
Which is how I struggle through our conversations.
Psychosomatic.
Yeah. Psychosomatic. Yeah. I
like that.
That
could have been a real good psychologist.
I'm a good
advisor. I'm a good advisor.
A good advisor, yeah. But so I've got that degree. I've got a bachelor's degree in political science. So I know politics. I know how to make people. It's like the definition of politics is who gets what and how. Whether it's in church, at your job, in the back porch.
Are you employed at the moment?
Well, I'm actually. I like to say I've got lots of jobs.
Lots of jobs.
at one time, which is a twist on words. I mean, that's just me.
Were you thinking about bagging groceries over at Smith's grocery store on the side, moonlighting?
Well, John, as you know, I was the Arkansas State bagger champion in 2005.
You are a good bagger.
I'm a great bagger.
That's the funny thing about you is that you got such an education, but at the same time, you can do menial jobs such as bagging.
He went to school. He went to college for 11 years. And became the greatest bagger west of the Mississippi.
That's amazing.
You guys are making me blush. That's a great story. But it actually is true.
Amazing,
So then I got a master's degree in criminal justice, which I've never used. And then I got my law degree, of course. And then I passed 2 bar exams, 2 different states, and the whole ride was fun.
What do you say we get our shit together and start using that master's degree?
Well, that would be a great job.
That's my advice for the day. That's my advice for the day, people. Get your fucking shit together and start using your degrees.
He makes a good point.
That's words of wisdom. That's all I can say. That is great words of wisdom, John. And you know.
Did you play any sports growing up at all?
I did, John. Thank you for asking. I'm a tall motherfucker, as you know.
Tall dude,
yeah. So I played, of course, basketball, but I played Little League. Little League baseball.
Favorite. That was my favorite thing to play.
Oh, and we were city champs.
Favorite.
And I was a great center fielder, but I couldn't hit worth a crap. So I batted 9th, and I always bunted.
Is that right?
And the whole league knew that.
Knew you were going to bunt.
The whole league knew that I was going to bunt.
I never heard that.
Nope.
Never heard that before.
Dude, I batted 300 in my
bunting
when I was 12 years, and it was all bunting. But I was so fucking fast. I would get to first base.
Quick. I liked bunting too when I was young.
And I mean, it
was fun.
I mean, it's like, sex. It's like, it's coming.
But it was fun.
I'm going to get there.
Yeah, well, that's unbelievable.
I just got to get to the bag.
That's unreal that they knew it was coming and they couldn't get you.
No, and once I got a
because I would have had everybody like 8 dudes 5 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Well, team I would have had 5 feet away from you.
Well, that's what she. That's what she said. Yeah,
that's how it did.
Yeah, but no, I bunted 300. It was amazing. It was a great ride.
That is an amazing little league accomplishment.
Yep. Well, my parents were very proud.
What do you drive these days? What do you got? A car, a cycle,
scooter? I'm actually in between.
Big wheel. That'd be fun. Remember those?
Oh, those are
cool. Were they around when you were a kid? Big wheels?
Oh yeah.
Were they?
Oh, they were fun, man.
See, I think that's just every year fucking thing.
Nothing better going down the drive hill, like in your driveway, going down the hill on the big wheel. Oh,
I knew a dude. Check this story out. I remember his name and everything. Corey Menchaca. I was about 8. I used to live at 3015 South Lock, right off of Archer and Lock in Chicago. Right across the street from where I lived is a place called Stan's Drive-In.
Stan's Drive-In.
Double cheeseburger fries. It was there when I was 5. It's still there.
Greasy
Think about that for a second.
Devastating.
Think about
food.
that.
Good food.
Just cheeseburgers, fries, hot dogs, chili, fucking 7-Up, Coke, just greasy fucking.
It's a family-owned business, John.
Cheeseburgers. I mean, it could have went through 5 different owners. I don't know, but all I know is it's still there in its same form.
Wow.
It looks like a shack. So anyway, right down the street was the Chicago River.
That's a source of pride. Oh, the Chicago River.
Right at Archer and Ashland. And,
always wanted to go there.
The highway goes right over the River 55, so they have the real big concrete hill type of thing, underneath the expressway.
Like a viaduct.
I think a viaduct, a big viaduct.
Viaduct.
Not a tunnel, no, just a big viaduct.
It's a fun word.
Big viaduct. That's a great word.
Hold on, what the fuck is a viaduct?
That's what he's talking about.
It's like
it's a tunnel.
A bridge.
It's under a bridge.
Under a bridge, yeah, but it's the bridge covers it, and it just goes right. Well, this one just went right.
Kind of how the story is
river.
going under the bridge, right?
So,
like underwater?
No, above water, and the water's like right on the edge of the water, And
okay, whatever.
And that's our producer, Matt. He has a lot of questions.
This thing had an incline like this, and it was fucking high. So if you fly down there, you better hope you hit the wall or something if you go through. And that's what happened, because from where the pillars ended, and the sidewalk to the river was short. And he went right in the river. Young dude, Corey Menchaca, went right in there, died and shit.
Tragic.
Drowned.
But he'll be young
forever. I was about 8 years old. That's like 1972.
Well, so John, if I can ask you a question.
He'll be young forever. I like that. That's a fucking good
Be young
line.
forever, like
That's
Kurt
a good
Cobain.
Line, man.
Or like Matthew Williams, be just like young
a good
forever.
Line. A good line from a good lawyer.
Well, You flatter me so much, John. But again, it's
I
great
haven't
to be on
seen
the
you
show.
doing any cases or anything. That's my only problem.
Well, I've done like undercover stuff. It's like on the down low, the DL,
Undercover stuff.
as it gets called.
What's up, Sean? Undercover stuff.
I'm also part of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Is that right? That'd be
A
hilarious.
lot of people don't know that.
You
But
should be part of the Wu-Tang Clan. That'd be hilarious.
the Wu-Tang, the
Can you
RZA.
rap? Can you rap?
Can I rap?
I mean, you're
Oh.
doing a little quick. Give me 10
Yeah, we would
seconds.
love to hear a quick
Give me
rap.
10 seconds.
Straight out of Summerlin. Crazy motherfucker named Bryce Cube from the gang called Lars with Attitudes.
Oh, is that good shit?
Oh,
Bryce
man.
Cube.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Yep. Bryce Cube,
That was
man.
that was some
That was
sick
not
flowing.
bad. That was sick.
Well, I've got more.
Straight
For a
out of
46-year-old
Summerlin. Huh?
white guy?
Straight out of Summerlin.
Oh, straight out
Wow.
of
Where'd you get?
Summerlin.
How'd you come up with that creative line?
Well, it's a fun story, Matt. I was drunk and homeless at the time, and so when I'm in the courtroom, you better duck because Bryce Cube is crazy as fuck. After the verdict,
like
believe I'm stopping, and when I come back to court, I'm coming straight out of Summerlin.
Man,
Summerlin.
we gotta get this guy. In
Wow.
the fucking,
Yeah.
We gotta get this guy in the cubicle, man.
It's a talent that I don't really show off a lot because of the embarrassment, and of course my stutter.
How could I get
So,
the papers that you have? Because
woke up quick out about
Put me in court right now. Have a guy tell me what the case is. I'll do good. I'll rock the fucking.
Yeah, I hear it's pretty easy to be a lawyer.
I'll rock it.
Oh, I make it look.
How do I get the papers? I can't go to all the school and everything. I just need papers saying I can do it. Saying I can go in there and defend somebody. I don't see why I can't do that.
Well, my story is when I hear the Alpines play, bumping new shit by NWA, it was Cats at the top of the list. Then I played my new shit, it's something like this.
Now you got him rapping. Now you won't
Oh,
stop.
I won't stop, man.
Bryce, we were doing rap like 2 minutes ago. We're on to different.
I'm always behind the
I only
curve.
got one cigarette left. Tonight. Yeah, dude.
I've only got one joint left, so it's
All right,
like, I'll
gentlemen,
some
shall we
weed.
wrap this up?
I got some weed. Let me ask him his last question.
go ahead, John.
When you were married, Bryce,
I've never been married.
you've never been married.
Never been married.
How
I've
old
always
are
been
you?
smart.
How old are
46.
Well, you're about to marry someone that won't have sex with you.
And
Like that.
which is already a perfect marriage.
Well,
Yeah.
she's waiting for marriage to have sex. Am I right?
You're right, John.
And that's
You're
an
always right.
old-fashioned girl there. That goes
Yeah.
back to my days.
Nah.
Well, the problem with that is she used to have sex with you, but now she won't.
It's a crazy story, Matt.
Oh, you've already
and
had
again,
sex
our
with this
producer
woman?
Matt always
You've
likes
already
to
had
pop
sex.
in.
You've already had sex with this woman.
Oh,
In
lots
the
of
past?
times.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, lots of times.
Only
that's
missionary
boring,
though.
though.
Only missionary.
Really?
Only
Yeah.
missionary.
You never doggy styled her and pulled her hair
Never.
and
She's
slapped
never
her?
given him a blowjob. I hear.
Straight out of
Has,
Henderson.
has
is
she
this
ever
girl.
asked you to slap her, spank her,
Never has, John. She is.
fuck her throat, nothing like
She
that?
is like
I'm
white
sorry, I'm not
bread.
supposed to get that. Don't put that on the thing.
No, that's fine.
That's just
We're gonna end it there. Thank you, John, for the interview.
Fuck her throat. That's terrible.